Is everybody in? Yeah. Is everybody in? Yeah. I wouldn't know. I can't see a fucking thing. Not sure where the edge is. Let me get a look at you. There you go. That's the kind of guy I am. That'll work.
Tell you about then, it's going on. Everybody's doing it, grown up. Don't have to use your hand, don't have to use your hand, don't have to use your lip. You shake those hips, do a hip shake, do a hip shake, do a hip shake, baby. Shake out hip, baby. And if you don't know, don't be afraid. Just listen to me. Do what I say. Don't have to use your hand. Don't have to use your hand. Don't have to use your lips. Shake those hips. Do a hip shake. Do a hip shake, baby. Do a hip shake, baby. Shake out him, baby. Well, I met a little girl in a country town. She said, ooh, look at that. Here comes that bastard now. I didn't use my head. I didn't use my hands. I didn't use my lips. But she shook those hips. Ooh, yeah, do the hip shake back. Do the hip shake back. Shake your hip back.
Is anybody doing it? Is even one of you doing it? How the hell are you managing to sit there? It's alright, that's alright. You've all had a long hard work week. I know what it's like. You just relax. I'll do all the work for you, alright? I'll do all the work for you, alright? There you What do we do? Up, down, sideways, and ODM? Yeah. For that? Oreo Speedwagon? All good. Yeah.
Play some Metallica.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
AC/DC.
All right. I'll do one of mine then. Here you go. out there. I see you out there in my front garden, digging up holes and shit, and going wee-wee on my plants. What do I gotta do to get you to go away? Open up the front door and throw your bone? Like a hellhound.
Sometimes sorry's not good enough.
Alex, I'm warming up! The roar's still standing perfectly, frigidly still! I'll try another. What gets him? What gets him? We okay?
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, son of Dave. How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Unmute. Yes.
How you doing, buddy? All right?
I feel a little out of sorts, but we'll get through this together.
We will, man. It'll be cool. Everybody, the incomparable and amazing, I'll hand straight over to you, Mr. Son of...
Didn't hear your last word.
Sorry,
All
man, I
right.
muted myself too early. Take it away, buddy. It's all yours.
Thank you very much. You all out there, let me see a wave. Yeah, thanks. That means a lot to me. Now, people often ask, especially in a workshop situation, people often ask if I have any words of advice for young, aspiring harmonica players. And I do. It's this: don't touch my shit. And when you're in a dressing room, the chair is not for your backpack. It's for sitting in. It's not for your coat. It's for sitting in. And it's not for that big padded box full of multicolored harmonicas that you have. It's for sitting in. So please move that. And then one other thing that I'd like to advise you is that the bottle of wine, the chilled bottle of wine in the ice bucket, that's mine. And what you get is those tins of beer that are in the crate of ice on the floor. Those are yours. Okay, let's get on with this. this offensive, sarcastic show. I'm gonna play it my own way for a little while, and then I'll stop being such a jerk. For 40 days, 40 nights, the people came to stand in line and hear the word that the blues man shout. Now let me tell you what it's all about. Call me a king. Call me the king. Born on the bottom, climb to the top of my game. For 40 hours, my mama cried. Reason came from the boy inside. She gave me crown of daisy chain. Now listen, son, go find your queen. Call me the king. Call me the king. Born on the bottom, climb to the top of my game. No one rules you. I got a robe, I'm on my throne, I am the king of my castle home. I share the power with my queen, most beautiful you ever seen. And when we're gone, we pass it on to our daughter and son. Lakes makes me feel like a king. Call me the king. Call me a king. Born on the bottom, climb to the top of my game. No one rule you. No nobody, no one, nobody, no one, nobody, no one, nobody rules you. No one, nobody rules you. Nobody, no one, nobody rules you. Great. Thanks very much. Okay, where are we going with here? I made some notes, eh? I made some notes. Where are we? Okay, yes. Where are we? So words of advice for young musicians. I've covered that. Now we're going to keep on that sort of lecturing advice kind of thing. I do bluesman things, traditional bluesman things. Maybe some of you do. Maybe others. There's some jazz players or other characters out there. But the whole bluesman things, we wear snappy clothes and old-fashioned hats and sunglasses indoors at night. We do all these bluesman things. We stay in cheap hotels. These whiffing old polyester shirts and ties. We do all that stuff. Take the train when I travel. What else? I mean, what other typical bluesman things are there? I would get suggestions, but I can't hear you right now. My advice is, when you're trying to get a loan from the bank, don't mention these things. Okay? It's because it didn't work for me. It doesn't work. They don't loan you money. Okay, well, anyway, so I did this crossroads thing. You all know what I'm talking about with the crossroads, right? I don't have to explain that. You can all nod. No, so many motionless people. I love you. Now, the crossroads thing, I did it. I tried to do it. It's a waste of time. Let me tell you why. I went down there, got down on the knees to do the deal. As a harmonica player, you're down there and you're playing your little harmonica, sadly, and conjuring him up. And he comes up, and I was right there. I was just ready to do the deal, and a goddamn guitar player shows up, walks right in front of me, turns up his amp, does the deal, gets all the fame and glory. It happens every time. So don't even bother trying. There's no shortcut that way for us harmonica players. Let's move on with an. It says here that I'm supposed to move on now. With another tune in an odd, low-key harmonica that you probably won't have. Okay. With me. Waste time with me. Hey, old timer, what you doing tonight? Out for my walkies in the bow moonlight. Do you wanna come? With me. Waste time with me. With me. is a new tune. Couple new tunes that I don't have on records there. That one's called Waste Time With Me, but it doesn't matter because you can't find it anywhere. But I think there's supposed to be a theme here to what I'm doing. I said, they said, Son of Dave, would you like to do a workshop? And I was very honored. Thank you very much. But would you like to do a workshop about about really great harmonica playing? No, I can't do that. Would you like to do a workshop about looping pedals? No. Dave Ferguson's better. And so I figured I'd do something loosely based on writing songs. I don't know why, but it's this idea of a harmonica player always requiring a band and all this other stuff to make music and entertain people. And that kind of freaks me out, because we don't need that necessarily. It's easy to do a tune, so when it goes around the campfire and the 101 guitar players are playing their Eagles songs, and then it comes to the harmonica player, you can have a song that you play without, and try to keep them from butting in on it too. But I figure you might, if anyone's interested. Yeah, songs and solos, harmonica solos, in a way they're the same thing. A harmonica solo is like this. Is it okay if I'm blathering on like this? Solo is like a little mini song in the middle of another song. You end up kind of writing it or constructing it with some thoughts in mind, eh? And yeah, where am I going to go with that? And quite often, all the blues players we're doing it over 12 bars, and you might notice that a lot of my tunes are not 12 bar. Well, there's a reason for that, is because once you take out all the band, just sitting there with your harmonica and stuff, it's hard to give the full flavor of the changes. You can do it, but to an audience, it's the full flavor of the chord changes just with a harmonica. But there's other chords, just going to the fourth chord. It's easier, eh? And so I tend to write things in chunks rather than 12 bar and then the turnaround. I do like verse and chorus chunks. I don't know if anyone cares, but so 12 bar versus popular, the parts of the song, you guys all know that, right? In popular songs that aren't 12 bar songs, like, all kinds, there's all these bits of songs. Many of you or most of you already know this. You've got intros and verses and choruses and pre-choruses, or sometimes they'll call that a bridge over here, where it's damp in England. And the bridges, and then the middle eight, or also called a bridge over there, where it's warm. And then there's an instrumental, and then a coda at the end of the song, or an outro. There's all these bits. You can have fun learning those. And then there's even an idea of, so when back to the idea of quickly making a tune, you have rising melodies that'll create tension, or I mean, there you go. You're bringing it up and going somewhere. It's resolving. It's the same thing with a harmonica. When you're soloing, if you start slowly working way up the harmonica to the right, if that's the way you hold it, to the high screamy notes, then you're building. And when you're going down, you work your way down. You all know this, but it's something to think about. It also works with when you're writing melodies to sing. on in tunes. Anyway, that wasn't, none of that was really funny or very Son of Dave enough. So I'm going to get back to playing a tune, and then I'll talk some more. Where we go? Everyone got their? Does everyone have their lockdown skills happening? And do they have their lockdown song? Did you all write a lockdown song? Yeah, we're nodding and thumbs up. I'm home alone. There's nobody here. There's nobody home. I'm feeling queer. These four walls can't hold me back. I'm going out. Just deal with that. Someday soon, got to get together with you. I'm feeling strange, going out of my mind. I'm going out. I'm tired of hiding. I'm going like. Someday soon, got to get together with you. Someday soon, got to get together and groove. Someday soon, I got to get together with you. Someday soon, I got to get together with you. Got to get together with you. I got to get together with you. Oh, nice. Oh, the hand waving. So, yeah, no loop pedal, eh? It's a bit of a challenge. I tried to write a few tunes without the loop pedal just to prove I could. But that one keeps me company, you know, even when if I'm without electricity stuff. And where do we go? Yeah, it's starting. Yeah, what are the bits of these tunes? Like if you're gonna go into a solo or write a song, there's some. I talked about melodies going up, whatever. It brings them. It rises up the enthusiasm around the campfire, or in the stadium rock scenario. The other thing is, if you want to get snappy parts, one thing I noticed, that things start to like melodies that start on the one or on, I don't mean the chord, I mean on the first beat, or if melodies that start on an offbeat, or melodies that sort of bring you up to the first beat. So if you know, if you think of that as a melody that's starting, or a hook or a lick that's starting before the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, it's great. It pulls you in. to the next, it sets you up. It's like, and here we go, right? Or there could be, you know, or quite often, most usually people writing songs or solos, the melody will start on right on the first beat of it. You know, it's quite heavy and starts on the one. Mary had a little lamb, like that, for instance. You know, it's not starting on an offbeat. It's just starting, and now, happy birthday. There's another example. These melodies start right on the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4. They start on the one. So this is cool. If you're doing a solo or writing a tune and you have this in mind, you might get to a part of your tune or even your solo where you're tired of going ba ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da da da. It just makes sense to switch it and go ba ba da da ba ba da ba ba da 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 ba ba da ba da ba da da ba 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 da ba da ba ba da da ba ba. So you're finding a lick that doesn't start on that first beat. And like I said earlier, that you're finding a lick or a melody that starts before the first beat in a way, like leads you ba da ba da ba ba da ba da 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 kind of thing. So you're playing with time, or it's like you're fitting a phrase, whether you're playing it on the harp or whether you're singing it, you're fitting a phrase into a little period of time. Wow. It's getting steamy in here, but not because I'm cooking. It's just because I'm breathing too much. The thing is that you have one more thing on that. I know I've lost my train of thought. Right. Oh yeah, the chorus, or the sort of your favorite part of the song, or indeed a solo, is that's sometimes when you do want to just start on the one to make it the most clear. So if you're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the over the 4 you go if you got to something like the big turnaround, or indeed a chorus of the song. You want something anthemic in the big part of the song or the big section, and that's why that sort of sounds like brass or horns. It could be sung though. Well, that's good. It's go man, blah. You fit the words in later, but you want to grab that part, your exciting and most important part of the song that people are supposed to remember. You want to grab that, and quite often starting that one right on the one is good, or going into it. But that oh ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, better than that, bounce it, ready on it. So that kind of thing is good. But if you have your big part of the song and you don't start it on the one, you'll find something's missing. I kept writing choruses that weren't very exciting. They're musical, but they weren't as exciting. So you go. That part where I started singing didn't grab you because there's this little gap at the beginning. That's more like of a fill if you come in on an offbeat. It's not your big chorus. Anyway, I'm not trying to give a lesson in pop songwriting, just I shouldn't be giving a lesson at all to all you totally accomplished, cool cats. But you can't argue back, basically. You're stuck. You're all muted. So the thing is that, back to the beginning, there's a way here to just, in case you're not doing it or want to be inspired to do it, you can just write a song just with the harmonica, no band around, and it's quite liberating. Or you could, most of you probably have the skills to actually work with a band. I don't. So, okay, there we go. Someday soon. I'm going to try another one of these little acoustic ones, eh? Where are we? Get my harmonica out of this box. My own little road case. It's an old microphone case. You can get them and stick your harps in there. Where are we? I have to squint. Okay. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't you ask me where I've been. I'm your man, bound to tell you. Don't ask if you don't want to know. Don't ask if you don't want to know. I'm your man, bound to tell you. I'm gonna jump through fire. I'm gonna jump up wild, just to show you. I'm gonna jump hoops. You got the dimple in your jaw. You got the dimple in your jaw. I'm your man, bound to love you. You know I'm gonna jump through fire. I'm gonna jump up wild, just to show you. I'm gonna jump hoops. I'm gonna stay true. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna what you do. Who do you think I am? You don't trust me? Look what I done for you. I lay down on the railway track. You know I'm always gonna come back. You gotta trust me when I go. But don't ask me where I was last night. You know, a brave hellfire. You know, a jump up wild, just to show you. You know, I stay true. I'm gonna jump hoops. It's okay. It's having the desired effect. I see some hands waving. Thank you. Ruzzle, ruzzle, bang, bang. Cool. Thanks, guys. Another song that I didn't record or put out yet. Jump hoops. Which, if you sing it around, sounds like jump poops. Jump poops. So I got to be careful with that. I've been practicing. I hope it shows. Lyrics. If you're going to write words to a song, for us blues guys, there's only 5 kind of themes for songs, eh? There's drinking songs. There's fighting, fighting songs. Love making, to use the polite word for it. There's dancing. And of course, you can combine all of these so that you can have like an acid taking, fighting, and screwing song, and mixed dancing in there too, I suppose. But the fifth is corporate involvement in social media to try to influence and steer people away from cooperative actions and democratic socialist policies, left-leaning policies. That's the fifth sort of subject. That one's trickier. There's a lot more words in there that are not very musical. So if you're going to try the fifth kind, yeah, you want to find a metaphor or something. I struggle. I put a few in there. Where am I? Right. Oh yeah, earlier when I was like scatting, if you're going to make up a song, just sing gibberish. You got to get yourself to do it. You just got to and eventually the words will find their way. Like I would think we could write a song together now, and I would get some of you to embarrass yourself. But again, you're all muted, so there's no fun there. Old blues lyrics, yeah. You know, so we have these themes to write on, but you know, some of these old blues songs, you know, the words are a bit dodgy. You know, everybody likes Good Morning Little Schoolgirl, right? You all like Good Morning Little Schoolgirl, right? I don't really like that. God, I'm half blind here. I gotta say, I don't like that one. And that other song, she was just 16 and ripe as a peach. Remember that old ditty? Yeah, they don't cut anymore. They don't really groove these. You gotta, nah. Times have changed. Things have moved on. I mean, there might be a meaning to that song that I don't understand, but those words, Good Morning Little Schoolgirl, are just, you can't shout those, sing those out on the street in front of my house. That's for sure, because they'll lead you away in handcuffs. There's a school right next door. So I don't like those, just for the reference. I'm going to turn my looping crap on. I hope you don't mind. The girl was 17. Her mom and dad were appalled. She didn't come home late. She didn't come home at all. We're having too much fun. We're having too much wine. She put her hips up to mine, but I knew she too young. We just danced all night, just rocking to the band in a dance all night. It's where it all began, and all that's all right. You got to understand, we just danced all night. Now I know what you're thinking. She's too young to be drinking, but no one could control her. She's a rocker, she's a roller. all night. She's rocking to the band and it dance all on it. It's where it all began and now that's all right. You got to understand we just danced all night. We just danced all night. We just danced all night. Rocking to the band and it dance all on it. It's where it all began and now that's all right. You got to understand we just danced all night. Hop, hop. I got a number though. She might have an older sister. I think I need a mother though. All right. See, I can't play that one in the daytime because the school can hear it. It's great to be playing at night. Thanks for your hands. Wow. Okay, where was I? Serious composed jerk with his notes. Nasty professor. Gibberish. We covered gibberish. Old blues lyrics. Covered it. She just danced all night. Did it. Oh, questions. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay. And there might be questions. But host, I haven't heard you.
No, mate, I'm sorry, there isn't any. People are just dancing and loving it. Do you know what I mean? There's no questions coming through, just this is great, this is amazing. The keyboard on my PC is vibrating. Great song. Lots of comments about the lyrics, people agreeing with you. Man, we're just loving the show, dude. We're just loving. I'm sat here dancing. It's cracking. Thank you.
Oh, that's all right. Well, but are there any questions? Sort of hoping that there are. Got some more time.
We have one now. New album. When will it be released?
There's a new single out yesterday or the day before. It's a shiny, posh affair that was made with a guy I've made a bunch of tunes with before. So it's a fat, shiny, like almost pop blues single. That's called "What a Life." That thing is out on the airwaves.
Fantastic,
remember,
mate. I know when
remember those.
Right.
Remember airwaves?
I don't know. I've never seen any.
Yeah, well, I'm broadcasting this to you over an AM frequency, which is pretty good reception.
I did not know that, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, and so the new single out now, and there will be an album, a whole album. Lockdown. I don't know what kind of skills everybody here has been working on. Possibly metal work down there. You over there, you've been learning to sing in French. I can see you, and some of you other your juggling skills are probably coming along, Mister. But I tried writing tunes on piano. And having never been a piano player before, it was a bit of a learning curve. But I made a record writing tunes on piano, and then put them together in between the lockdowns. We did bed tracks and stuck the horns and backing vocals and all kinds of things over it. So it's a record that sounds like it's from 1973, piano singer songwriter record with still a generous sprinkling of harmonica on it.
Sounds fantastic, man. I can't wait. We've got some more questions. Is that cool?
Yeah, please.
People are asking, what looper do you recommend?
I knew it.
Yeah, of course you did. What else is there to ask? The man who is the master of the looping.
Here, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll attempt to show you. See this one? I don't recommend it. people, if you're going to get into looping, if you're all going to get your loopers hooked up and write your songs and go out there being one-man bands, that puts me out of a job. I'm not going to give you any tips whatsoever about this looping nonsense. No, I'm joking. If you want to start with a looper, it's this one. No, it's this one. Where the hell is it? I'm over here!
Now you've done it, everybody. Look, asking questions like that, set him off. You've triggered him. He's triggered.
Start with this one. It's an Akai head rush.
Akai head
It's a
rush.
simple pedal. You'll get it used on eBay for like nothing, no money. They're cheap. It's got a go and a repeat button. Simple tricks on there, and you can practice looping with just getting your timing going. It's got delays and other stuff you can use for if you want to use it as a delay or reverb pedal. That's separate. But these things, I doubt they make them anymore, but you can find them. It's a workhorse. I used it for 10 years before I bought that Battlestar Galactica thing down there.
Are you selling that one, by any chance?
That's
I'll give you £5. £5. Do I hear 5? Do I hear 6? Anybody?
well, we'll see how high that goes. Before I answer that question, whether I'm selling it. That's cool. So that's a good looper to start with. Try that, see if you have fun.
Awesome,
then,
thanks, man. People are asking when you started with harmonica. When did you get started with harmonica? What got you started?
Well, that's a great old question. I was a kid at our Winnipeg Folk Festival in Manitoba, Canada. And occasionally you can hear my accent there. It sounds a lot like the movie Fargo, if you know that. They actually stole our accent. So, but yeah, they're Manitoba in a field of, I don't know, 5,000 people. Main stage, on come James Cotton. Oh yeah, with his fantastic touring band at the time. And he did, Boogie Thing, Creeper, Fever, that whole 100% Cotton album. He did it, and my little mind was blown. I think I saw Sonny, Terry, Brian McGee there. I saw, and then a couple of years later, I made sure to see John Hammond Jr. He came through town, and I saw a concert of his and loved it. And so I just had 3 or 4 records, and that was it. I was off, and I never bought any more records or listened. So I just figured out, I just sort of started playing at other people's expense and occasionally sitting in on jams. But I never had a record collection, and didn't have the internet. And in Winnipeg, there wasn't, you didn't get a lot of blues records. So it was just going to the jams, sitting in on a Sunday underage, and getting the old guys there would let me sit in, and I just hear them and learn the chops. That's where I heard all the standards was just being played on Sundays at blues jams with these great players. And they would let me sit in as a kid, and then formed our own band. So I've never done my homework properly. And
why does that not surprise me about you, man?
Thank you.
My pleasure, dude. That's what I'm here for. Someone's asking about inspiration. What do you use for inspiration? Obviously, you've been through songwriting, but I mean, someone in the chat is saying, where'd you get your inspiration for these?
Yeah, like I said, so there was cultivated the love for the harmonica and the whole groove. I mean, especially with that James Cotton stuff, it wasn't 8 12 bars in a row. I don't think one of them was 12 bar. His music was that 100% Cotton album. Are there 12 bar tunes on there? Probably, but I haven't, 1 or 2. I mean, mostly it is what it is. It's like when you look at the Blues Brothers movies, it's a soul, it's a soul soundtrack. So what I realize is that the blues sounds go with different chord changes. Not that I have any disrespect for 12 bar. It's fantastic art form, sort of in itself, and a way for people know the changes and recognize the tune and play with each other. The question, to answer the question, was inspiration. I just got inspired to use the harmonica in whatever situation I could. But otherwise, doing what I do with beatbox and that's the drums de la bouche and loopers or just no. There's no one I particularly listen to. I just sort of figured it out myself. No brag, just fact.
That's why it makes it so individual, man, isn't it? My wife wants to know where you got that lamp because I think she wants one for our house.
Okay, yeah, she gets priority with that question, does she? Yeah? I wonder why.
Yeah.
All the other questions that are, or is that the only fucking question that's going on? Is someone asking about the lamp? That's fine. This, okay, I'll give you this. This one belongs to my wife. It really does, and it's a East German lamp, and yeah, it's on its last legs. It's seen some action, violence, and stuff in this music shed. It's all right. No domestic violence. Yeah, that's not what I mean.
Thanks, man. I am kidding. Somebody did actually ask that in the chat, so I thought I'd put it to you in case I get a complaint. If someone puts a question in the chat and they say, you didn't ask him a question, so I thought I'd ask about the lamp, but you know.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah. Now we've opened up a can of worms about the lamp. Someone is asking, does it take bayonet or screw bobs? I don't know.
That's screw. That's screw. That's screw, and it also has a Euro plug on it, so I have to get an adapter down at the bottom. Yeah, it's screw. But there's an energy-saving bulb in there right now. If I turn it off, you'll see that the place is magically lit still with another lamp. And if you'd like, we could go into that one. The other lamp is mine.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's completely thrown me off my friend. Now everyone's going on about the lamp. XLR or jack. Yeah, and don't go there about the Euro is the main thing people are saying. Do you know what I mean? What have we done to this? It started off with great music and we have just descended into anarchy on the last day. Dave, man, I've seen you've been popping in and out at the festival. Have you been having a good time?
Yeah, I have actually been working, bizarrely, keeping real busy making tunes. Pumping them out, having an album mastered and doing all kinds of mixes and stuff. So, but I did make sure to have time to join in with Dave Ferguson. He's down in South Africa, isn't he? He's an old pal from here in London, and so I made sure to go and say hi and listen to him. And Mark Hummel, who took me over to his ultimate harmonica blowout tour, which is I think the only time I've toured in the United States, and I met a few cool cats, men and women that play harmonica over there on the West Coast. So that was a super honor for me because I'm usually just playing my little selfish club scene, and I don't do the blues gigs nearly enough. So that was an honor. To you guys even know about me? Wow. So that was nice.
Your mate Dave is in the house. Dave Ferguson's in here. He's watching, I do believe.
Hey, Fergie. There he is down there.
Is he on? Can you see him?
Yeah, going down there. Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, he's smiling. Yeah, he's smiling.
Cool. Must be late. What time is it, buddy? What time is it? You look tired.
But yeah, Steve Baker was on that harmonica blowout as well. Yeah, a lot of guys on there.
Okay. That's right. Everyone was on the blowout tours, like all the greatest players. I was there. Okay, I'm going to brag some more.
Go for it, please.
Mark brought me, Howard Levy, Jason Ritchie, Corky Siegel, and himself, Mark Hummel, and Duke Robillard on guitar, and his usual touring band, Wes and GW on rhythm sections. Can you still hear me?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
and so and he, you know, so it was pretty good company to be in. Yeah, good.
People are asking about your setup with your mic and your amp. Obviously, everyone wants to get back to gear. You know, yeah. What do you,
Right.
you know? It's inevitable, isn't it? Really, man. Can you just run this your rig run? What are you using for your mic and your amp over there, please?
I use the Shure Unidyne because I can jack it up to high impedance. Inside, you get in there and you rewire it, and then it's high impedance. The reason I use a non-bullet sounding mic is because I do all the girly backing vocals, and you know, beatbox and stuff. So I need something that picks up, just sounds like a normal microphone until I lean into it, and then it'll get the grit. I'll get grit out of the amp. The other trick I'm doing. There's my $10 Vox solid state puny amp. That's this. There are other puny amps that you can get that'll do a good job for you. But it's so lightweight and cheap. I've never had a problem with it getting a good sound out of it. But I split the signal down below in the pedals, so there's a direct also going out, and that way the other half of what they're hearing or you're hearing or a PA is getting is if I switch the amp off, you're getting the direct signal, and then when I stamp on a bass pedal, that gets my bass going in there. So yeah, these were it took me a few years to figure it out, but now you don't have to do the work. You get it all explained to you.
And we're insanely grateful for that day, son Dave. Thanks for spending your time. Yeah, my dad's name is Dave. Are we bros? I don't know, man. What's, you know?
I think the point is that there are a lot of Daves. Oh, never mind.
This way, I've always been last to the party on things, man. I'm sorry. What harps do you like, dude? What harps do you play?
Sadles, They,
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Because we're Sadle Bros too.
he called me up. They got me in the cult years ago, decade ago or something.
Did you get your tattoo?
And it was, again, I felt like, what? You know who I am? That's awesome. And so I get a little, I get a little discount and only use their harps, and I'm perfectly happy with that. And I went over to Klingenthal and had a real good time in their jam over there. Klingenthal.
Yeah, good name, good way to say it. Someone's asking about the vocal mic that you're using. I take them in the studio one in front of you. They're asking what that is, please.
Yeah, that's an Aston Origin. This is an English-made mic, and yeah, just look it up, Aston Origin. It's a good recording mic because I've been doing tons more recording at home for obvious reasons.
Yeah, man, yeah.
And it's a good vocal mic. And it's a real workhorse. You can use it in different situations. It takes the phantom power, and it's just a posh mic. I got it used. Sorry, Aston. But,
well, we're musicians, we're struggling, man. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll get probably 150 quid used for a great vocal mic. Studio quality vocal mic is a decent price.
That's not bad. Dave, thanks ever so much for sharing all of your secrets with us today. I'm really grateful, man, and I know everyone else is at home. We're unfortunately coming to the top of our hour. Will you play something else for us, please? Is that all right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. Everybody, I just want to put your hands in the air because we can't hear you clap, unfortunately. And yeah, Mr. Son of Dave, thank you so much. Play us out, bud. Awesome.
Okay, yeah, I gotta remember this one.
I've put him on the spot now. Sorry, dude.
I like to say farewell. I forgot what key that's in, man. I didn't write that one down. Okay. Okay, yeah, bear with me here.
He's got a bear with him. I hope it doesn't eat his lamp or his cheap amplifier, but he's got a bear in there. He's got a bear with him. It'll be all right, Dave. We'll get through it, man.
Yeah.
This is
Gotta
proper
figure
live
out
TV,
the,
folks. I love it.
There's a joke about that, isn't it? Like, how many harp players does it take to? What key is this in?
As I get older, the little letters they put on the harps just aren't big enough, man.
You can't even finish the joke when the harp player is in the room. How many harp players does it take to screw in? What key is this in? Fuck. Shut up. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Woo!
I'm gonna tell you a. Don't like to say farewell. The many times you fill my cup, you always fill it right up. Don't like to say farewell. Don't like to say farewell. Many times you fill my life, you always crack me right on. Don't like to say farewell. Don't like to say farewell. Don't like to say farewell. That's it.
Incredible. Thank you so much, man. Everybody, hands in the air for Mr. Son of Dave.
Thanks all.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, big hand to you guys. This festival online is freaking awesome. We all pulled it off. Well done.
Mate, are you going to the bar after this? Are you going to have a chat to people? Are you going to be around for us?
Sure, yeah. Let's all go in there and do orange juice shooters, man.
Legend. Thanks ever so much, man. We're going to play another video from when you came to visit us in person, if that's cool with you.
That's fine. I will not be watching that.
All right, man, but we will. Thanks again. Mr. Russ Turner, if you could run VT, please, buddy.
Let me tell you a story. What I wanna know. When it comes to love, you know she's stealing the show. They're exactly pretty. They're exactly small. Gotta look for them like 56. The thing that she got it all. Much to my surprise, Rosie never stops. She's a whole lot of woman. She's a whole lot of woman. She's a whole lot of Rosie. A whole lot of Rosie. A whole lot of Rosie. A whole lot of
This one for the over 80s. Yes? Something more familiar, Grant? Alright.
I don't like it. I don't change it. I don't have. You can't stop me.
like shuffleboard. Maybe I'm the only one that can hear the music on the monitors. It's a wonderful, wacky sound, man. Maybe the game is on a big screen behind me. I have the feeling that there's a game on behind me on this big screen. Do you want to see my soul finger? Yeah! Do you want to see my soul finger? Yeah! All right, I'll show you. I'm sorry I'm so sarcastic. Sunset.